We call ourselves Bridge Red, which is an artist-run exhibition space. In the building there are 8 artist studios, and we decided 11 years ago when we prepped this place thinking that we would rent it, we would have one exhibition, and it turned out to be a fantastic exhibition of a friend of mine who's never shown his work for 20 years. And it was a revelation. So we said, well, let's have one more show. And again, we had a pretty strong response. So we've become involved with artists who have some maturity in terms of their work and who do not have representation locally, either through a museum and or a gallery. So this is starting our 11th year. And Kristen, my daughter, and I run the space. And this was her baby, this show. And so you can take over from here.
Well, Gary de la Paz, I always loved their work. Ever since I came back to Miami, I went away to Chicago and I came back in 2000. And I learned about them through, I believe it was a home show, which was an artist's home that they actually had exhibitions. And that had to be early 2000s. And I just fell in love with their work. And that first opportunity I had to do a curated show down in the design district, it was called Coupling, and I asked them to participate and they said yes. I was so excited. And since then I've been asking them to come and do a show here at Bridge Red, and to my delight, they finally agreed. They're very, they did this beautiful new body of work. So this is the first time I had seen this particular series of geodes, so it was wonderful, and they did the entire installation here. So for me it was a great surprise to see it I got to see it just like everybody else when they installed the show. And honestly, they fit right within our wheelhouse because they've shown all over the world. They've shown in Europe and Asia, and they're working in their studio here in Miami for many, many years, but we don't get to see it here in our own backyard. So this was a perfect opportunity for us to be able to show their work, and I feel very privileged to do that. The first time I had seen their work, they were working with fabric and materials I had not seen before, so discarded clothing. And I loved that. It was a revelation. I had never seen anybody work with discarded clothing before, and in such an interesting way. And I loved the implications of using discarded clothing, that it wasn't going to end up in a landfill and they were making something out of something that has a normal lifespan, where there's the manufacturing, then there's the retail, then there's the use, and then there's the discarding of these clothing. But they took it out of that cycle and turned it into something beautiful. So the objects and the installations that they made stood on their own as wonderful artworks, but also that other side of it, the environmental aspect, political, social aspect. So, but they don't hit you over the head with it. That's the way I feel about it, which I tend to shy away from. I really appreciated their work, also very painterly. I'm a painter, and I thought their work was very painterly, the mark making, etc., but in a sculptural way. And so the work now, I believe, is a lot of deconstruction of those materials and like harvesting out of those materials and turning into these beautiful geode-like forms, which I had not seen before. So that's the current work now that you see behind us.